Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. One thing that I've yet to speak of when it comes to the 508, aka the unincorporated entity, aka the Massachusetts Trust, outside of building business credit and things like that, is where you actually preserve the integrity. And the reason why I've yet to do it until now is relating to this. When it comes to land acquisition, a post on Patreon was just recently made explaining land banking and infill lots and the importance and necessity and the flexibility of it. These lands are on county level. Lands are on county level as much as houses are. The property pin and all that. And even in most cases, some of these lands don't even have property pins. You can now begin to create your own patent from there. What a lot of people don't know is if a land has property pin, getting land patent is close to impossible. That's another thing people don't tell you about land patents. When lands don't have property pins, you can easier, not that you cannot, but it's easier to create your own land grant. Even if they do have land pin, property pin, not a problem. You can still do what I'm about to tell you. 508 entity, this is a reminder for you that opportunities exist. And the county will issue you a certified copy of it. And this certified copy will be one of the things that you would use to issue a land grant. Opportunities exist in abundance. You can find lands, acres for 400 to 5K. Go as far as to even own or finance it for people who go camping and things like that. Just like there are websites that's been shown in that post where you can find land for sale, where you would get it. There are people, the reason why I show things when it comes to being plaintiffs and suing people and making money is because I'm tired of the whole perspective of people seeing things from being a defendant. Constantly playing in the shell, staying in the shell, trying to be a defendant, saying you can't do this, you can't do that. Expand your reality. Go out there, take opportunities, live life. Believe it or not, all these things that I'm showing you is not just so you can stay inside of its shell and say, hey, I'm protected now. No, use it. Play Monopoly, make money, preserve wealth. You don't have to be an employee. That's the reason why I'm showing these things, for people to be free. And it's far easier than you think. The least you cannot say is someone is not telling you these things. I have a Patreon page and I'm inviting you to come join. Whether you're interested in discharge, we show everything about how it's done and my own experience. Consistent posts are made explaining many things regarding said discharge. Many will seek and simply wouldn't find. Those dealing with mortgage issue or want to know more about it, we speak of it. For those dealing with basic stuff like traffic issues, we speak about the solution and I show it from my own experiences and how I permanently prevent any such issues. Those worrying about trust, different types of trust. We go over so many things consistently regarding trust. We show the IRS manuals. Those who are interested in suing and making money through debt collection or other means, we go over it. We show it. I show my own settlement checks and the things that I've done as a personal experience. Those interested in banking, we show subtle details and intricacies of the things that I have learned. For those interested in other things like the IRS forms and how to put it to use, we show it, explain the details. For those interested in court-related matters and intricacies, we always show it. For those interested in the spiritual aspect of things and how it works, we show and explain it. Those with child support matters, we explain and we show everything in detail also. Great puzzle pieces that can never be found in other social media platforms, but we explain it all as it relates to many different things. For those interested in express trusts and the issue of how not qualifying for taxation, which I call dinking, how it relates to any other type of trust or any other affairs, and how you can intertwine your affairs into the different types of discharge that exist and lack of qualification for taxation. Speak about it. The truth about really recusing attorneys and the whole foreign agent registration and attorney lawyer number, we speak about it. Speak about how to really bring about juries and Some of the comment section asks good questions, and greater answers are given. Speak about how to get and use tax exemptions for vehicle use and sales. You don't have to belong to some organization. You can actually get yours according to the language of the legislature within your state. Go over the details that a lot of people banter about regarding Article 1, Article 3. What really makes a court? It's not limited to just your paperwork. Most people don't know. You go over business matters for those with actual businesses, S Corp, C Corp, LLCs, those who are business minded and those who make monies. Go over other things that a lot of people don't know functions internationally. We speak about a lot of other spiritual related matters. Details on how to bring criminal charges, what it truly means to bring criminal charges, what a bill of particulars, how to recuse a judge, details of the parliamentary rules in court and legislature, different things about standard of evidence and burden of proof, different things that a lot of people will speak of, discovery. But did you know there are 6 types of discoveries? You know how to intertwine your LLCs and S Corps with an express trust, how to not make them taxable. Do you know when Trinity versus Pagliaro really is involved? Do you know how to use your home as a home office? And the many details involved. Go over the injunction and how to enforce the different types of injunctions that exist. The intricacies of how data brokers exist and how they steal information. Not just the credit bureaus, but many data brokers and how you can prevent them. We go over grants, getting grants. We go over issues and solutions of CPN and how they're created. There are about 6 or 4 to 5 different parts that were created. We go over caveats where people say sue them, but they don't really know. We go over the things to do after you sue them. We go over the issues of privacy and technology. The whole thing about perfection of security interest, UCC, and how to use it and how to monetize the birth certificate, all that. We go over the details. There are a lot of principles and doctrines people don't know about that we go over. Go over how to really do the copyright and the details involved in it. Go over how to simply do a trademark. It's far more easier than you think. All these people telling you go to a trademark office, do this, write this letter. It's not that difficult. Go over how to fill out the GSA bond box at a time, and so many more. How to get settlement checks, how to put your vehicle in a trust. I show you from my own experiences, form for form, step by step. Go over the different types of relief to be granted. The type of relief you seek invokes the type of jurisdiction that you fall under. All these people speaking about chancery, equity, and law, common law. The relief that you seek is directly tied to the type of jurisdiction. Go over the CPN, how it's created. Go over how to obtain bonds, where to do it. Go over the different types of discharge and some more. We explain each of those types of discharge. We explain how trademark and copyright is affiliated with asset protection. We go over how to prove trust. We go over the different types of fraud. We go over the importance that many people will never know. So many more. I show my own experiences in the audio calls from court cases of how I get different types of settlement checks. Go over the different types of discharge. There's so much more that it can't even completely be spoken of here regarding trust. We go over how to create it step by step, and many more things that will never be shown on YouTube or any other platforms. Go over other principles that people don't know about. When they speak about statute of limitation, well, fraud does have a statute of limitation, but do you know how to subvert it? As to why that phrase fraud has no statute of limitation to bring it to life, most people don't know. There's so many things that we speak about. We speak about how to garnish people's checks and people's property. There's a form that you use for that. People don't know about it. Speak about details regarding foreign trustees. Speak about spiritual related matters. And on the Instagram page, if you get to join, come on over. There's also a Facebook page where questions and answers are posted and other reminder links to certain videos are shown. Until next time, take care. Best of luck.